What do you do as Hovers versus Recluse? If you're Chudy, you go S-Ball. That's what you do. One of the counters to S-Ball is out. It is Liko, and no throw is the ultimate throw. Welcome to a zerok 2 versus 2, where we've got a match between Eastern Europe versus the green, white, red flags. It is in the blue. Hovercraft for Chudy. Who could have seen that coming? No one, because Chudy is the S-Ball with an engineer commander, but no special blueprint. And their teammate Subterpew with Cloakbots, engineer commander as well, and Reaver, a Riot, as their blueprint. A weird one, maybe? Is that a weird one? I mean, it does prevent you from being sniped by raiders as easily, that's for sure. But I don't really see that often, someone going for a Riot as blueprint. But yeah, sure. Versus in the yellow, engineer commander as well for Spider player MacT. And their teammate Myopic in the red, playing as a recon commander, upgrading it already with tanks. Recon is quite nice on this map because look at those! 2.4 metal each. So a bit more valuable than some of the other maxes. The others are of course 1.8 each. Thing is, if you jump up, you have to delay a little bit, because then by the time you jump down, that, yeah, takes a bit of extra time. And, what? Cool trick? Did I just... What? What do you do? Since when is that possible? Did you just like terraform up like 10 Elmo or something like that? I don't think I've ever seen an engineer commander construct that. Unless you had it upgraded for extra range. I don't know. Do you have it upgraded? No, you don't. Okay. Apparently there was a trick. I will probably be watching this back and you might see that perspective on like how they did it. It's a bit weird. Still, for now, Southwest with very good attrition. Going to keep up very good attrition. Already 3 kills, no deaths. And you do not chase Kadachi. Subterpew, you should know that. On the other side, Venom is heavily damaged, but does it survive against the daggers? Well, no, it doesn't. Still, 270% attrition, 300. Conjurer, heavily damaged. Well, now heavily damaged, was only a little bit damaged. Once again, running away from the glaives, but there it goes. Kadachi is cleaned up. It took longer than you would have hoped, that's for sure. But it is now dead, 190% attrition. At the same time, you do have a couple hundred in reclaim available. So that does close the gap a little bit, though not fully. And over here, well, 2 glaives down. This glaive could go down, but nope, it does not. Oh yeah, Kadachi is only a second afterburn. Not that scary. And it does give you a little bit of extra reclaim once again. Another 120. And also without really having to walk any further. Because of course you still have to get that max as well. Spider player could also be getting these higher up maxes through their weavers. But I don't see any weavers coming out from yellow, which is a bit strange. Oh yeah, they do have one here. Still, I find it a little bit slow. Yeah. You would like to see like 2 by now, I'd say. I don't know. It just feels like you're expanding quite slowly. And if you are indeed trying to go aggressive, that doesn't seem to be working out for you either. 2 welders are out now for Myopic. Also relatively slow with the second welder then, I guess. The benefit they do have is of course Weaver and Welder are both 7.5 metal per second constructors. Kinda forgot about that. Of course, Conjurer and Quill are both just 5. So yeah, that does help you out. That does explain a bit on why you might be a little later. And also Myopic does indeed have that aggression pay off quite nicely. 200% attrition. Was able to destroy quite a lot of things there. Quite a lot of units. And here, 3 Kadachis should be able to hold off 12 glaives, at least. Assuming the Kadachis are in position. They currently are not. So though, running into a level 3 commander, unlikely to really work. And indeed, glaives are retreating, though at that point you would have liked to have your Kadetchis on this side, but oh well. Too bad. Up north, well, yellow is moving forwards with the Venoms. Is running into Lotus, into a lot of daggers as well. Kinda taking a little bit of unnecessary damage, but hey, it's not too bad. Didn't lose any. And the commander is moving forwards. Bolus struggle a lot on these hills, or at least, well, vehicles in general struggle a lot. Look at it, all red. Not really what you want. But for now, Eco still, second time today. Eco pretty even. If you disregard the 177% like metal reclaim by cancelling something. But yeah, 60, 60. Like 55, 55, something like that. Overdrive is, however, slightly better for northeast because they just have like 30 more energy eco. Over here, hovers are, well, a lot of them are stunned, not all of them. And that is a fight that is pretty good for northeast. The issue is that, yeah, the Polish warrior is not that close. Commander from Mekti is closer. Could probably get that reclaim. I don't really see Chudy trying to go for the reclaim either right now. So yeah, Venoms are all full HP. I feel this is a very nice position to have, but I feel like just getting 600, almost 700 reclaim would be nice. Just push in a little bit, even if it's temporary. I feel like that could have been very nice. Getting an additional like 600 metal. Down south, two little reavers are going to try and raid. Are also spotted by Myopic. So Ogre is going to try and help out. And it does, because, well, it is longer range and it is also able to just cut them off quite nicely. Hello, look at the DPS on Reaver. There goes Reavers cleaning up the Ogre. Good trade already. And second Ogre is, however, going to clean up second Reaver. Reavers were spread out far enough that the AoE from the Ogre didn't really matter either. Couple of Phoenix out already, though would probably be nice to give those to your teammate. Since they are the ones fighting spiders. And I don't really expect you to use them against tanks. I don't think you're going to use them against tanks at least. But maybe you are. Over here, well, Mace and Bolus may be able to move forwards quite nicely. Even though they do have a range advantage over Redback as well, because they are able to sit behind the little ridge. They can let the Mace come towards them first and then engage. And of course, well, Mace also has like quite a lot more DPS. 326 versus like 267, I believe, for Redback. But yeah, just have enough Redbacks and you will still win. Still, Stardust number 1 is cleaned up. Mace are retreating. Very nicely done. Mona spamming Mace. Still, Commander for Chudy, reclaiming. And there is 800, 900, count that as well. Over 1,000 reclaim. And yeah, Mekti could be getting it through the Caretaker and Commander. They're not, in fact, doing that. They're repairing. We're building a Stinger. But honestly, you're being overrun. Recluse now are coming in. There they are. First couple of Recluse. Are they here in time? That's the question. Almost able to pick off one Mace. But don't actually pick it off. Too bad. And the Commander is heavily damaged. 1300 HP only. And there they are. The Phoenix, as expected, being used against spiders. Slow. Squishy. And the units they have on the field at least don't really deal with Phoenix all that well. You can't run, you can't hide, and all of a sudden position is completely lost. All of that reclaim, 1600, like 2000 reclaim almost, is going to be for Team Northeast. Eco still, 90 versus 90, that's not a big difference. But over on this side, Myopic is also not really doing as well as they might hope. Still, they're facing off against Cloakbots, which isn't an awful matchup for the tanks, right? Ronin, it is missing most of its shots, kind of squishy as well, so even an airplane switch from Myopic would be interesting to see. All of this is all pretty low HP as well. And because they are also low cost, you tend to group them up a lot, which allows your ogres to do a lot of damage as well. And there comes airplane switch indeed. A couple of sparrows are also available for MACD. Don't know what they intend to use them for. Yeah, scouting of course, but they currently do not do that. Don't really know. And lots of recluse, no AA. Well, that's where you're mistaken, man. Because 4 of these are already out. Still though, is that enough? Yes it is just bad enough. Don't know how much they took down over here. 520 value, that's only the Phoenix, so no spiders were lost in that engagement. No AA, yeah sure. Over here, commander from Myopic, moving forward, does have a D-gun. And does indeed go brrr a little bit. Lot of daggers, whole lot of daggers. Don't really see too much. Well, you do have a couple of venoms, a singular redback. You're not able to chase them, so you are going to lose at least a couple of these maxes. That's for sure. And they are also clumped up, so even the recluse might be able to hit you if you're lucky. Or like, if they are lucky. Not if you're lucky. If you're the dagger player, you don't want the recluse to hit you. But yeah, that's already 1, 2, 3, 4 maxes gone. Crab has good AoE, so might just be able to deal with those daggers. Boom. That's like 5 of them gone already. Boom, that's shot number 2. Dodging just in time. And the barrage of missiles from the recluse, that's what I mean. If you just have enough recluse into enough daggers, you're bound to hit a couple. And they do clean them up nicely. Over here, group of Cloakbots. What group of Cloakbots? I don't see them. Do you see them? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, Myopic holding their own. Able to now push in with a couple of Kadechis into what seems to be pretty bad against Kadechi. Couple of slings, couple of recluse. You are moving in a straight line, which is quite nice for them. For the Cloakbots are able to hit you somewhat. But still, I don't see any Reavers coming in. I don't see any Knights or Glaives coming in. So yeah. Yellow was losing maxes on the other side, but here, it's up to Pew. 1, 2, 3, soon to be 4, and possibly 5 maxes going down as well. Pushing back a lot of units too. Chudy has to pull all the forces this way. Question is that going to be necessary? I mean, Myopic isn't really moving this forwards, and you don't have anything to deal with this. Wouldn't it have been better to just move them in like that then? Maybe. Hard to say, of course. But now the Kadechis are going to face off against Mace, and that means they are dead. Dead. Dead, I say. Good. This though, take advantage of the spider mobility. Move them into a position where the enemy cannot go. Crab on a spire, a free spire even, easily outranging the stinger, will be cleaning that up. And even after that, you might just be able to move in with all of those recluse. The recluse also, of course, quite nice on a hill like that. And now it is indeed Phoenix v Phoenix. And Commander, 700 HP only. Not being chased though. And this Phoenix is just moving through. Where is it going? Well, it doesn't really know itself. It doesn't really have a target in mind. Doesn't really know where it wants to go. Ish, fun. Also, yellow going for their own airplane switch. Interesting. I don't know what you just hit. It's not the commander. Commander is still alive. I guess you just hit a stinger or two. Which isn't a bad target either. It's just that it already shows your hand. And killing that commander off early would have been nicer, I think. I think that would have been better. I think so. Anyway, Crab on the spire is in range of the stinger, but it is not shooting at the stinger. Or rather, the stinger is in range of it. There it goes. Good job. And next Stinger. Oh, that is just barely in range as well. So say goodbye to your next Stinger too. And what do you do versus Recluse spam as hovers? I don't know. Don't go hovers. Simple, right? Because the answer is Phoenix. The main issue is just you have to take care of those couple of anti-air units first. Or just have more Phoenix. I don't know if I like that the Ravens are over here. Right? I mean, look at this. Commander as well. Wouldn't that just be a prime target for those Ravens? Unless you're currently going for their base. What are MacT? Either give them away to your teammate so that they can use them. Because like, none of them have done anything. Okay, that was a massive waste. Commander should have and could have gone down. Easily. You wasted multiple Ravens there. At the same time, you're losing ground on the other side where you could have used your Ravens as well. Yeah, I don't get it. Let's say it like that. I don't get it. Southwest, 200% attrition has been good the entire game pretty much. And now the Spiders, the Recluse and Redbacks moving forward. Standard composition. Riot Skirm, not Raider, Riot. Riot Skirm moving forwards. Taking care of the Quill. Pushing the Commander back. And there come more Phoenix. Well, where are your anti-air units? Well, all the way back there. That's not great. Phoenix 1. Phoenix 2 would have been better if it had gone the other way. Not just because now it goes down, because it was in range of the Tarantulas, but also because these 4 Recluse are now completely undamaged. Right, Lico. Lico is on the field. What is the target for the Lico? Yeah, that's a good question. I would like an answer to that. Mace are not bad as a target. And there it comes. Chudy finally knows what they needed to do. What do you do as hovers versus Recluse? If you're Chudy, you go S-ball. That's what you do. And there. Well, 1100 value lost. 30, killed. Couple hundred lost. Because, yeah, that singular Phoenix still didn't do too badly, actually. Even though it did go down. And there it is, the S-ball. The ultimate S-ball even, because it is the lobster S-ball. Can be thrown into the Tarantulas, into the Recluse, everything. And hover was bad idea. Hover can be a good idea on this map, because you can reverse the pond. It's mainly just the fact that the hover player was on the hillside. Hover on this side is pretty good, no issues there. Also an issue, yeah. One of the counters to S-ball is out. It is Lico, and no throw is the ultimate throw. Chudy, what were you doing? You should have just lobbed, and then you didn't lose your S-ball there. But yeah. Shield ball is definitely something you can use. Lot of hermits coming in. Going to be used to, I would assume at least, soak the charge from the Felon. Right on top of the crab. With a couple of mace as well. For like a good DPS. And I'm dead, Chudy says. Voting to resign, it does make sense. At the same time, Subterfuge is also losing on the other side. And the Air Force from Team Southwest. Yeah. Is not really something you're able to deal with right now. You've got a little bit of anti-air. You've got a couple of gremlins. But that's it. What? Oh, you've actually just attack moved that entire section? Huh? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. I don't think so. Finally! Ryu, commander, the D-gun go brr, takes down the enemy commander. And the Recluse crab. Subterfuge says noob. Skill issue. The issue was just that Chudy didn't go shield ball. That's what they're known for. And they didn't do it. That's what lost them the game. Because honestly, yes, they have lost the game. Spider still just moving forwards. Phoenix I was about to say, oh, Phoenix, hey, you have to watch out for the tarantulas. No, you don't, because this is one from southwest. Seems to take care of at least one of the caretakers. Maybe not, because it is being healed up right now. It's going to be very close, and it does indeed survive, just barely. And hey, those tarantulas do not seem all that healthy, just 3 of them are left. Where is the Air Force? Well, it has all died. That's where the Air Force has gone. Right. Take out the anti-air. It is already gone. Funny that you didn't actually notice that. Anyways, all at the same time, all of your attempts are futile. Because look, Myopic is just moving in on the other side. We'll soon have like 4 or 5 Kadetchis in your base. Taking out Airpad, all of a sudden your Air Force is completely useless. Taking down caretakers, or plates, or whatever. I don't think they're going to get to the fusion, but they just might as well. Plate 1 is gone, plate 2 is soon gone. There it goes. Max gone. 4 resign. Chudy has already given up, resigned completely. And they are moving through. Well, that's a lot of damage. It is, and I don't get it. Subterpew, how is Chudy blue? It doesn't really matter, because both of you lost, not just Chudy. Eco was pretty even, but Team Southwest was just taking so many good fights that their total value ended up just being too much for you to handle.